Welcome to NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series Season 3, Race 2. The Ticket Guardian 500 will begin in a few short minutes, but first let's do a quick recap of the last race at Daytona. So the last race at Daytona, I was able to get my second career win, locking myself into the Season 3 playoffs. I won the Daytona 500. That was my first win since the Season 1 Daytona 500, so it's definitely been a while since I've won. But here we go, 45 laps here at Phoenix. As NASCAR fan finder Lucas K, previous winners. Lucas K starting on pole for today's race. As let's see if he can lock himself into the Season 3 plus with a win here today. As the green flag is out here in the Ticket Guardian 500. Lucas K leads them off. Again, 45 laps. Lucas K looking for his 5th career win in the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series. Last season's champion. Let's see if he can do it here. As here they come around. Lucas K leads lap 1. Lucas K, he won this race last season by riding that outside. This track has had a lot of issues with lap traffic in the past. So these drivers are going to have to want to avoid that. The outside lane, a lot of the cars at this track will run the bottom most of the time. So running the outside will help avoid any lap traffic that may get in your way. As Lucas K is still leading. Here comes NASCAR Fan 5 taking that second position. He won this race back in Season 1 for his first career win. That win locked him into the playoffs and led to his Season 1 championship. As definitely been a while since he's won the Season 2 Daytona 500. Last race he won. But he will forever be known as a champion in the series. As we all know. Lucas K still leading. Here goes Stop Motion Bros back to the inside. Those two have been battling, NASCAR Fan 5 went to the inside, and then it looks like Stop Motion Bros may have pulled the switch back on him. Went back to his inside. Those two fighting for the second spot. Stop Motion Bros. Happy with the top 5 finish he got last week, but he wants a win here at Phoenix. He wants to lock himself in early. He doesn't want to have to rely on Pocono. As here comes that 12 back to the inside. They are continuing to battle, but they are staying right on the back bumper of that 5 car. They will not let that 5 car get away. As Lucas K continues to lead lap 5 out of 45 here today at Phoenix for race 2. Last week, Daytona, I got the win there. I started in second, but it appears I've fallen back. I'll have to see where I am. As I'm all the way back battling for, it looks like 6th with the 1 car. But Lucas K continues to lead. It looks like Stop Motion Bros may have been able to take that second spot and been able to clear that 12 car. Have to see when they get back around here to the start-finish line. As, yes, Stop Motion Bros to the second position. Right behind the 8 of Dizzy Cat Dude. There's a little smoke there from the 27. Don't know if that's a cause for concern. 27 car, not piloted by any driver this season, just piloted by just a regular driver, kind of like Justin Haley, who was actually able to win a race at Watkins Glen in Season 1, and he didn't even have an actual driver. But Lucas K continues to lead. It definitely is expected for him to be winning these races, as he is driving one of the best cars, if not the best car in this series. Is those 3 cars, Lucas K, Stop Motion Bros, and Dizzy Cat Dude, right there, all together. None of them really pulling away at all. We'll have to see if this turns into anything. If they're just going to stay like that until the end. Or not. But Dizzy Cat Dude, last win was the Season 2 Watkins Glen race. He made the playoffs, but he didn't have enough points to advance with the win. Now, it looks like he's going to be able to fight for this win at Phoenix. As you can see, NASCAR Fan 5 has moved to that outside. This is how he won the Season 1 race. He moved to the outside. He's losing a lot of positions now, but once everyone starts hitting that lap traffic, he's going to blow past everyone on the outside. So maybe trying to use that same strategy. Lucas K did the same thing in last season's Phoenix race. I feel like if you run the high side of this track, you're most likely going to win. Kind of the same thing at Bristol. As you can see, the 22 car has moved up to that high side. That is Tyreek Speed in that 22. He has moved up in front of his teammate, noticing that strategy. Let's see if he'll be able to get the win here today. A lot of drivers wanting to win. Of course, everyone wants to win a race in this series. It's a great series, you know. It's a series that people who don't have success in a lot of other leagues are able to successfully win championships, like Lucas K and NASCAR Fan 5. Very happy for them. But Lucas K continuing to lead here at Phoenix. You know, Lucas K, great driver. 4 career wins so far. You know, you'd think he'd have more driving that 5 car. That 5 car has been very successful in this series. Lucas K not planning on ever leaving that 5 car anytime soon. He's an expected championship 4 driver every season and never missed the championship 4 so far. Made it in Season 1 and won the championship in Season 2. Just keep an eye on that battle with those 3 cars, the 5, the 9, and the 8 up there front. And just keep an eye on what lap 13 coming to lap 14. See what lap they're going to end up catching this lap traffic. In total of 45 laps. Here you see that 4 car. That 4 car back there is kind of showing. Looks like he might be able to catch these guys. The 4 car almost won with NASCAR or Kevin Harvick Fan 4 last season. Came up just short to Lucas K, or not Lucas K, Stop Motion Bros. You know, amazing photo finish. You know, that race was very entertaining to watch. As actually, I do believe that there is no current driver of the 4. So Kevin Harvick is driving that car. No one signed up for that 4 car this season. Surprisingly, and almost won a race. But Kevin Harvick Fan 4 decided not to return to that 4 car this season. Probably very disappointed about that Kansas finish, how that turned out. But lap 16, Lucas K still leading. Again, he is expected to run well in these races, and if he doesn't run well, then he doesn't get paid. You know, a lot of these drivers who have won championships, won races, if they don't perform well, they are not getting paid. They are not. If they're not getting good results, you never know. You know, so far the driver of the 24 has switched every season. They cannot find a suitable driver, as it looks like the 9 of Stop Motion Bros has moved up to that high side. Trying to make something work. He notices that they're going to be catching this lap traffic pretty soon. He's going to see what he can do there on the outside. Let's see if the 8 and the 9, or the 8 and the 5 are able to move up with him, noticing that this is the strategy that might win. He's won the past 2 Phoenix races, might win it again. As no, the 9 moves back to the bottom in behind the 8 of Dizzy Cat Dude. He will not continue to run that high side. I think he should have stayed at the high side, but he decided to stay behind the 8. Let's see if he'll move back up after a few laps. Maybe he'll run in behind them for a few more laps, and then he'll move up after a little bit once they actually catch that lap traffic, because they're still a little bit far away. They most likely will be catching it. You can see they're kind of getting close to the 51 of Cody Ware, though. Right there. Definitely have to keep an eye on that. As lap 19 out of 45 here. This is one of the longest races of the season that we have. 45 laps. Most of the races are around the 20-minute range. This one extending a little over that. As here they are, about to catch the lap traffic on lap 20. So lap 20 out of 45. They are going to catch the lap traffic, it appears. The 12 car still running that high side. He has not left the high side. He made a move to the bottom on his teammate Tyreek, then went right back to that wall. We'll have to see how this plays out. Could it be the winning strategy once again, or one of these cars up front just be able to maneuver around that lap traffic really easily and get this win? See, they have caught the lap traffic as the 4 of Kevin Harvick has joined this group. Now we have 4 cars stuck behind the 51 of Cody Ware. You see just how much ground that 12 car is losing right now. He's going to gain it all back. Well, if he keeps running that high side and gets around all these slower cars that are going to be stuck behind this lap traffic. Just keep an eye on that. You'll notice exactly when it happens. As those 4 cars still stuck. Looks like Stop Motion Bros was able to take the second spot back from Dizzy Cat Dude. Probably got around him on the outside and went back in behind the 5. So far, Lucas K dominating race here at Phoenix. Last season's Phoenix winner. That actually, Phoenix, you would have thought Lucas K would have won a lot more races last season. Only won Phoenix and Michigan. Just Lucas K is just kind of one of those drivers that just he could have won so many races. Just hasn't been able to do that. As the 38 of Todd Gilliland goes a lap down, he will be the first car 1 lap down. As unless we get a caution, he's going to be stuck 1 lap down there. 38 car. 38's never won a race. Front Row Racing never won a race in this series. Just kind of one of those teams that just kind of runs at the back. No one really signs up for them. 34, the 38, just kind of one of those cars no one really ever signs up for. As Lucas K continues to lead. Nothing is stopping that 5 car right now. As we're going to come up on 21 laps to go here at Phoenix. The laps go by pretty quickly here at this track. You know, I did say that 45 laps was a lot, but they do go by pretty quick. 45 laps at Daytona would be a lot compared to this. So, definitely not the worst. But here comes that other pack of cars, including me, the 1 car, some other guys there. But keep an eye on the 12 of NASCAR Fan 5 running that high side. Coming up on 20 laps to go. Will he be able to do anything? You know, this, again, I've said it so many times before, but this is the way he won Season 1. Running that high side. We'll have to see. Coming up to 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go. And you can see they've caught up to this main pack. As we now have a 8 or 9 car train right there running in behind those lap cars. 38's the only car that's gone a lap down. He's been running the high side. He is not fighting with any of the lead lap cars that are battling for this win. So, kudos to the 38 for staying out of the way. Not doing anything to mess up any of these leaders. As actually, here I go to the outside. The 22 and the 12 battling up there, but I have moved up 1 lane higher trying to get around these cars. You saw that I kind of moved up going to the outside of the 1 car. We'll have to see if this is going to work here. I believe I was going to the outside of the 1 car. As here we come, coming around. Who's going to have the lead? Lucas K still has the lead, but actually here goes the 22, Tyreek Speed. He has momentum on the high side, along with his teammate, the 12, NASCAR Fan 5. He's going to have momentum. Will this be enough to take the lead coming to lap 29 of the race? I don't know if this will be enough. But again, unless Lucas K is going to need to try and get around this lap traffic pretty quick, or else he might get the lead taken from him. As, he moved around. They moved around a few lap cars. Here comes Tyreek Speed to the outside of Lucas K. Tyreek Speed got to the quarter panel. Lucas K tried to move out on the lap car. Couldn't do it. Tyreek Speed filled up that space. And now, Tyreek Speed, will he have the lead when they come back around? Tyreek Speed looking for his first career win in the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series. This is his rookie year. Would be very impressive if he can win in his rookie season. As Tyreek Speed takes the lead at Phoenix, the 12 car, his teammate at NASCAR Fan 5 follows him through. Penske 1-2 right now. Tyreek Speed, NASCAR Fan 5. Very impressive. They're going to be coming up on 15 laps to go here at Phoenix when they come back around. As what can NASCAR Fan 5 do? You know, he knows it's his teammate, but you got to get these wins when you can. See those two pulling away from the pack there. It looks like it's going to be a battle. 15 to go. It's going to be a battle between Penske Racing teammates. NASCAR Fan 5 You know, will he be selfish? Will he try and pass his teammate if he can catch him? They both move down to kind of that sort of right below the middle line. So NASCAR Fan 5 obviously trying to follow his teammate's line. Will he move out at any point? As, yeah, there you go, to the outside. That's kind of, I'm going to question that move. He's going to lose a lot of ground by doing that. If he would have stayed low, I feel like he might have been able to catch him. Kind of a questionable decision by the 12 car. Are there possible team orders? You know, does that team want the 22 car to win? Do they want that 22 car to advance in the playoffs and the 12 to advance later on? The 22 has moved to the outside. The 12 back to the middle. I don't know. I don't think the 12 car is going to allow this 22 just to win. I think this 12 car is going to want this win. I don't expect any teamwork here. We've not really ever seen teamwork. I think the best teamwork we've ever really seen is Stop Motion Bros and Lucas K. But those two have also had their issues in the past with wins getting taken from them. As here goes the 22. He's caught the lap traffic. Maybe this move by the 12 car to the outside wasn't so questionable after all. Lap 35 next time by. 11 to go when they come back around. Man, can the 12 car just get to this outside, man? He's probably so nervous right now. He's a little bit away. He's only almost 10 laps away from his first win. So what's going to happen? He gets around him, but that 12 car has moved back to the bottom. Man, I wonder what's going through Tyreek's mind right now. He's got his teammate chasing him down. A NASCAR Heat Model Cup Series champion is chasing him down right now. That 12 car is going to pull out all the strategies he has to win this race. That 22 car, this is only his second ever start in the NASCAR Heat Model Cup Series. He is not nearly as experienced as that 12 car is. 10 laps to go, and looks like the 12 car has moved back to that middle. He's been moving around the racetrack trying to find anything he can to run down this 22. We'll have to see what he can do. 10 laps to go. Can this 22 hang on? This would be a storybook win. This would be a very impressive performance. Only a second start. He might be able to win at Phoenix. 9 laps to go. The 12 car kind of closing in here. He's running a lane lower than the 22. That's going to give him some advantages in the turn. Kind of running a slightly lower line. 9 laps to go here at Phoenix. As we are gearing up for an exciting finish between teammates here at Phoenix. Who is going to win? The 22 at Tyreek Speed in his rookie season or the Season 1 champion? NASCAR Fan 5, 8 to go. Here comes the 12 car. The 12 car is closing in. Closing the gap now. Down to 1 and 2. Man, I really don't know. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be insane. Teammates gonna be battling it out for the win. Coming around to 7 laps to go. What is going through the 22's mind? 7 laps to go. The 22 has moved to the outside. The 12 car has moved to the outside. If he would have stayed middle, I feel like he would have been able to catch him. Again, don't forget, team order is definitely a possibility here. As coming to 6 laps to go when they come back around. Tyreek Speed trying to win in his only second start. Trying to get that first career win. 6 laps to go. Tyreek has moved to the bottom. The 12 car still running the top. 6 to go. The 22. Unless this 12 car can just get around these lap cars and move to that bottom, the 12 car just needs to keep running a good line there on the bottom. Keep it smooth and just hang on to this win. Coming around to 5 laps to go. Here he comes. 5 to go. He moves back to the middle. The 12 car has now cleared the 43. Now, 5 laps for the 12 car to catch up to his teammate. What will he do? Those two followed each other around the big heap of lap cars earlier. But now, what will he be able to do? He's got 5 laps to run some amazing laps. He's going to have to put all of his skills right here down to try and catch his teammate. Coming to 4 laps to go. 4 to go. The 12 car is running a little bit lower than the 22 now. I don't know. He's going to have to make something happen because that is a big gap. That's at least 1 second. 1 second gap between those two with 4 to go. Tyreek Speed, what can he do? Trying to lock himself into the playoffs with this win. And if he could do that, that would be such an amazing story for him. Coming to 3 to go. 3 laps to go. Tyreek Speed trying to hang on. The 12 car running the middle. Both of them running the middle right now. I think if the 12 car just moves to the bottom, he might have a chance at this. But is there a possibility he might be letting his teammate get this win, knowing that he's looking for his first? When they come back around, it'll be 2 to go here at Phoenix. 2 laps to go for Tyreek. He's moved to the bottom. The 12 car has moved a lane lower. 2 more times around for the 22. The 22 car has never won a race in the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series. Tyreek Speed has never won a race. Only his second start. But can he hang on? As he comes back around to take the white flag. White flag. 1 lap to go for Tyreek. He's got a good lead over the 12 car. The 12 car running the high side. The 12 car been trying everything he can to catch the 22. But the 22 has been able to hang on. The 12 car moved around the racetrack so many different times. Couldn't find a line. And the 22 of Tyreek Speed out of the final turn. Tyreek Speed will win at Phoenix. First career win and only his second start. Wow, very impressive. The 12 car NASCAR Fan 5 comes home second. The 4 car third of Kevin Harvick. 4th place will be Stop Motion Bros, and 5th, Lucas K. But wow. And only a second career start, Tyreek Speed wins at Phoenix. Very impressive performance by him. Locking himself into the playoffs. So we'll have to see what he can do later in the postseason. But that is it for now, and I'll see you guys later.